If your calendar looks perfect but you're still exhausted at 2 p.m., you're managing time, not energy. Here is the systematic way to fix your schedule. Time blocking is one of the most recommended productivity methods on the internet. Plan your day in advance. Assign every hour a job. Color code your calendar. Stick to the plan. On paper, it's flawless. But in reality, you wake up motivated, you follow the plan. By early afternoon, your brain feels heavy. By 3 p.m., you're rereading the same sentence 3 times. By 4 p.m., you're pretending to work, and then you blame yourself. You think you lack discipline, you think you need better willpower, you think you need a more detailed schedule. But here's the truth. Time blocking doesn't fail because you're lazy. It fails because it assumes energy is constant, and energy is not constant. Today, I'm going to show you why time blocking breaks down and how to replace it with a systematic method built around energy, not hours. This is the energy budget method. Part 1. The hidden assumption behind time blocking. Time blocking is built on a simple idea. 1 hour equals 1 hour. But cognitively, that's not true. 1 hour at 9 a.m. is not the same as 1 hour at 3 p.m. 1 hour after a deep focus session is not equal to 1 hour after 3 meetings. 1 hour after bad sleep is not equal to 1 hour after good sleep. Time is fixed. Energy fluctuates. Yet most calendars treat every block as identical. 2 hours of deep work in the morning, 2 hours of deep work in the afternoon. Your calendar sees symmetry. Your brain experiences depletion. This mismatch is why people feel productive in the morning and broken by mid-afternoon. You didn't mismanage time. You overspent energy. Part 2. The energy reality most people ignore. Your brain runs on limited cognitive resources: attention, working memory, decision-making capacity, emotional regulation. Each demanding task drains those resources. And here's the critical part. You don't recover just because the clock moved forward. You recover through rest, food, movement, sleep, and mental disengagement. Time blocking ignores this biological reality. It schedules tasks as if energy refills automatically every hour. It doesn't. Energy works more like a battery than a clock. Imagine starting your day at 100%. A deep focus session might cost 30%. A stressful meeting might cost 20%. Email triage might cost 10%. Decision-heavy planning might cost 25%. By early afternoon, you might already be below 40%, yet your calendar still expects high-focus tasks at 3 p.m. That's not a planning problem. That's an energy budgeting problem. Part 3. Why perfect calendars create burnout. Time blocking creates a subtle psychological trap. When you fail to follow your schedule, you assume it's a discipline issue, but often it's an energy forecasting issue. You scheduled based on time availability, not energy availability. When energy crashes, but time remains, guilt begins. You stare at the block labeled "Write Report." You feel foggy. You push harder. Cognitive friction increases. Progress slows. Stress rises. Now you're draining even more energy. The schedule that was meant to reduce stress becomes a source of it. This is why people abandon time blocking, not because structure is bad, but because the structure ignores biology. Part 4. Introducing the energy budget method. Instead of asking, "How many hours do I have today?" ask, "How much cognitive energy do I have today?" The energy budget method works in 3 layers. Estimate your daily energy capacity. Assign energy costs to tasks. Allocate tasks based on energy tiers, not just time slots. Let's break this down. Step 1. Estimate your daily energy capacity. Most people operate on 3 to 5 hours of truly high-quality focus per day. Not 8, not 10, 3 to 5. The rest of the day is medium or low cognitive bandwidth. Your first job is to identify your energy curve. For most people, peak energy, 90 to 180 minutes after waking. Secondary peak, late morning. Dip, early to mid-afternoon. Possible rebound, early evening. But this varies. Track your alertness for 1 week. Rate your focus every 90 minutes from 1 to 10. Patterns will emerge. This is your energy map. Now you're planning with biology, not wishful thinking. Step 2. Assign energy costs to tasks. Not all tasks are equal. Writing a strategic proposal is high energy. Replying to simple emails is low energy. Creative problem solving is high energy. Formatting slides is medium energy. Make 3 categories: high energy tasks, medium energy tasks, low energy tasks. Now here's the shift. Instead of scheduling by duration, schedule by energy demand. High energy tasks go in peak windows. Low energy tasks go in dips. Medium tasks fill transitional spaces. Your calendar becomes energy aligned. Step 3. Build energy tiers into your day. Think in terms of energy tiers, not hours. Tier 1, deep focus zone. Tier 2, operational work zone. Tier 3, maintenance zone. Tier 1 happens during your cognitive peak. This is where strategy, writing, coding, learning, or complex thinking goes. Protect this block aggressively. No meetings, no notifications, no context switching. Tier 2 is for collaborative or moderately demanding tasks, meetings, planning, reviews. Tier 3 is for admin, logistics, cleaning up inboxes, routine tasks. Now compare this to traditional time blocking. Traditional time blocking says 2 p.m., write article. Energy budgeting asks, what tier is 2 p.m. for me? If it's a tier 3 window, writing doesn't go there. It doesn't matter if the calendar is open. Energy determines placement. Part 5. The 90-minute rule. Human focus tends to operate in cycles of roughly 90 minutes. After intense concentration, performance drops. Instead of stacking 4 hours of deep work straight, use 90-minute cycles. 90 minutes focus. 10 to 20 minutes reset. Reset means real reset. Movement, hydration, short walk, no doom scrolling. This preserves energy instead of draining it completely. Time blocking often stacks work until collapse. Energy budgeting cycles effort and recovery. Part 6. Planning the day the systematic way. Here is the systematic daily planning process. Step 1. Identify 1 to 3 high-energy priorities. 1 out of 10, 3 maximum. Step 2. Place them in your Tier 1 window. Step 3. Fill Tier 2 with collaborative or medium tasks. Step 4. Fill Tier 3 with admin or maintenance. Step 5. Leave buffer space. Buffer space is critical. Energy forecasting isn't perfect. Build in margin. A rigid calendar breaks under unpredictability. An energy-aligned schedule adapts. Part 7. Why this reduces exhaustion. When you align tasks with energy, you stop fighting your brain. You stop forcing deep thinking during dips. You stop blaming yourself for biological rhythms. Instead of feeling drained at 2 p.m., you expect the dip, and you plan for it. You might schedule light admin, inbox clearing, a walk and podcast, organizing tomorrow's tasks. Then, when energy rebounds, you use it. You're no longer reacting to crashes. You're anticipating them. That's systematic. Part 8. The psychological advantage. Energy budgeting changes identity. You no longer measure productivity by hours worked. You measure it by energy deployed intentionally. This reduces guilt, it reduces burnout, it reduces overcommitment. Because when someone asks, "Can you take this on?" you don't just check time availability, you check energy availability. And that's a higher level decision. Part 9. The real reason time blocking feels so good but fails. Time blocking feels satisfying because it creates visual control. The calendar looks full, color-coded, structured. It gives certainty. But certainty without adaptability creates friction. Energy budgeting still uses structure, but it builds flexibility into the structure. Instead of fixed tasks in fixed slots, you have energy-aligned zones. That subtle difference prevents collapse. Part 10. How to transition this week. Here's how to implement this immediately. Tomorrow morning. Identify your likely peak window. Choose one cognitively demanding task. Protect a 90-minute block for it. Plan a reset. Move admin to your dip. Do that for 5 days. Notice, less friction, less 2 p.m. exhaustion, higher quality output. Then expand the system. Final message. If your calendar looks perfect but you're exhausted by 2 p.m., it's not a discipline issue. It's a design flaw. You've been managing time, not energy. Time blocking fails when it ignores human limits. The energy budget method works because it respects them. Productivity isn't about squeezing more into the day. It's about allocating your cognitive resources strategically. Manage energy first. Schedule time second. That's the systematic way to fix your schedule.